All right, how are you today? It is now almost lunchtime, 1:16 p.m., 25th of October 2025. So I hope you're fine and everything is well. So let's go on with our analysis. Of course, later on in the day, maybe in the evening, I'll be doing a political analysis. As I've told you, I really love political discussions. But at the same time, I won't spare the social aspect, okay? When I hear something that I need to talk about or I see something I need to talk about, I'll not shut my mouth. Now I know. Now I know that people have so many proxy accounts, YouTube accounts, and they go about using them to actually silence the reactors. Even the upcoming ones, they're afraid of that, you know? Like critical analysis, some people are just so afraid of it. Their criticophobia, I may say, okay? So they are so sick when they see anybody talking about the ills they practice or what they say that is not right or what they write there. So let's go deep into our discussion today. And of course, one of it is surrounding the aspect of Davy JNr, okay? Now, Davy JNr, I've been watching him like 3 times interacting with this family of drunkards. And of course, at some point, I blame those who drink too much because, like, this teacher knows very well that drinking is a problem. And he says he doesn't drink a lot. But I don't know how he allowed the wife to keep drinking and even sometimes look like she's already too much drunk in the morning. These people have 3 kids, actually, from the last video I watched, unless otherwise. And the teacher was trying to ask Davy JNr to give him support so that he goes back and, upgrades his studies. You remember me doing a reaction whereby Davy JNr is calling that teacher a rich person, super rich. And I asked, really? Like Davy JNr has had a mother who is a teacher. Have they been super rich through that? No teacher can be super rich through teaching. You can be super rich through other things, business, agriculture, maybe content creation and other things that may favor you if you get the favor of God. But being super rich through salary, nah. That's a lie. And Davy JNr knows that perfectly well because the mother has been a teacher and she retired. And of course, from what Troy, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. How is South Africa? You always say South Africa, you talk about Canada at the same time. So I don't know which is which. So welcome. And today, of course, I'm going into the critical analysis that may take just 40 minutes because I don't have so much time left for me. Okay? So actually, just going back to something I had done earlier, but now there was a video that came up again. And I just felt like I have to talk about this. Yeah, it's not right, again, to go around bothering people and really demanding much from them for whatever activity you want to do, whether it's studies, publishing, farming, or whatever it is. But now, when I look at Nyabohanse, it's like, thank you. In Nyabohanse, people actually thrive through this aspect of borrowing around. They have open banks on the streets. They know YouTubers in Nyabohanse have lots of money, galleries of money from donations, sponsors, and somehow from content creation. And they know the specific people with them. Now, when I saw the first time this teacher began to address Davy JNr, he said he knows him and he has been looking for him. Whether it was a lie or truth, I don't know. But that's what I actually perceived from the first 2 videos that I watched. Now, of course, the sister to this teacher sells liquor from what we saw again in the video. Okay? Agree. Yeah, so when I look at that, then I'm surprised because of for one thing, David Jr. keeps told the teacher that he's super rich, the house is quite good, and the teacher reminded him that he had just done that on loans. Actually, most civil servants, not just teachers, most people talk as if it's only teachers who are suffering under the weight of financial situation in Kenya. It's not. It is most civil servants. And if you want to know that well, listen to Sifuna, and there are some people who are very political, and they do analysis in relation to the situation of people right in the country. So for most civil servants to do anything in Kenya, they have to take a loan. Maybe doctors won't because they have so many opportunities, locums, and their clinics, and at the same time they are working. But when it comes to other civil servants, most of them take loans to do projects. But if God favors you, even through those loans, you may make some little progress. Not so much as what I see in Nyabohanse though. Because in Nyabohanse, these people keep reminding people to help them. Whether they are forcing them or not, whether they are just blackmailing them, whether they are whatever thing they are doing, they survive so easily. They have a whole day to make content. They can make even 10 videos if they want. And when they post, because they are popular, people watch them and they earn from it. Of course, payday in YouTube is 22nd, okay? Surprisingly, they'll not stop asking for help. But when David Jr. sees someone who has already had education asking for money, he begins to remind him that he's rich. I think there is a kind of war or battle between those who have made it through content creation and those who have some maybe jobs in the civil service. So somehow, I think David Jr. feels like if they have education, so what? Why can't they have the education? And of course, they want to prove a point that education is not just the only thing. You can lack it, but you have money. And why am I saying this? Recently, for those of you who watched the live stream, when Dimwango had arrived in Spain and then met the boyfriend, they did a live stream. And on that live stream, she reminded us that what is necessary these days is money. Money speaks, not education. So I just think that when David Jr. responds to this teacher, he feels like, oh yeah, of course you said you have education. Remain with the education. Let us, the content creators, remain with our money. And that is why he has said he's not ready to tell people to support that teacher at all. Now let's just listen to partly this video and see how he disrespected the teacher, because I've seen a lot of comments, people telling him to remember where he came from and also to remember to help. Alright guys, so when I look at the video David Jr. did yesterday, he called it V Grandma, D Grandma, that is Vampire Grandma and Dancing Grandma, Matiko Sisters Telenova. I never saw this coming. Within that video, he actually went to the home of this teacher again. Or where did they meet? I'm just trying to see. And that teacher kept reminding him that he needs some schooling, because the other day when they went to his house, they were talking, but they were a bit drunk. And in the process, David Jr. walked out on them and told them there is no need or help they'll receive. They were given some milk. He promised to take it to the dancing grandma. Okay? So the reality is that people are struggling. Actually, civil servants are the highest struggling in Kenya currently. Because even the salary they receive is not enough. They have to take loans, and those loans become too difficult to pay because maybe the project they are doing are not complete and are not earning. Personally, I don't drink, but when it comes to projects, you find that even when you take loans, you are struggling to finish. I just pray that maybe God helps so that we finish those projects and they begin earning for us, as we also earn here on YouTube, TikTok, and not TikTok, and maybe Facebook, Profession, among others. Even in the business we do, you realize that you've sold your product, some are delaying you, and when money comes in packages, it is too dangerous. Sometimes you don't compact it together to do whatever you want to do. So let's look at this. Okay, unaweza ambia nini mwenye amekusaidia?
Mwenye amenisaidia endelee tu na hii biashara, nikienda kuanza iendelee kuinuka juu.
Wow. So she says she's grateful and we're hoping for the best. Yeah, hey, you know this one. You know this one? If she came to look for liquor, we are sorry. We poured liquor down. We poured everything. Come. Kujani, they came for liquor, everybody, but they are shocked. We poured liquor, everything. Come. I know you came to take liquor. Look, it's here. You see, unless you take it from here. Unless you take it this one. Unless you take that. But I just know, say no to liquor. Say no to liquor.
No to liquor.
No to liquor. Okay, how can I help you?
Okay, the other day I made a request that I feel that I should go and defend a match in education. That's my request.
Hey, this one is education. Education.
That's what is affecting me. I want to meet my expectation.
How can you meet whereas you're a super drunkard person?
I'm not a drunkard. Even right now, I'm not a drunkard.
Okay, stand like this.
I can stand.
Okay, let's see. No. Look even the way. Stand like this.
I can stand.
Yeah, stand like that. Yeah. No. I want you to stand
fact,
1 minute.
Not take any.
Okay, let's go. Hold for me like this. Your leg up. Your leg up.
I have not, in fact.
Okay, like this. Do like this. Just do like that. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go, just like that. Pole. Super drunkard.
I'm not a drunkard.
Okay, let's be just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be like that. I want to prove like you're a super drunkard person. Why is your leg not up?
In fact.
Anyway, guys, this one to be an educator. Can this one teach you? Can you teach people?
I can do it.
Okay, guys, can you agree?
I'm doing it.
Can you agree this one to teach your kids?
How does I look?
Huh?
How does I look that when you ask me that I cannot teach? I'm teaching and I'm mentoring people.
You? Hey, your mentors have serious problems. So you're a mentor?
No, I'm teaching. You know.
Okay, you're a role model in this village.
I wanted to be.
You want to be.
And I expect it to be.
You expect to be?
Yeah, that's what I feel. That's the feeling I have in me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the chin, yeah? Yeah. This one came for liquor and she's kind of, shocked. Tumemwaga yote.
Anasema nimsaidie mimi hapa.
Sio eti ni pombe.
Uko na pesa yao? Mbona uwaidie? This is mercy for you guys, 23-year-old. Now, what I really find funny in this video is that Davy JNr is actually mocking these people for whatever cause. Of course, I don't like what they do, but do they deserve mockery or help? It is a responsibility of each person to take care of themselves, but sometimes when it comes to liquor, of course, even in TSC, long ago they used to simply interdict people. But currently, they don't do that because they realize it's a kind of a sickness that deserves actually healing. That people need an environment where they'll have to heal from slowly by slowly. Now, I looked at the comment section and many people are reminding Davy JNr to respect this guy because he's older than him. And for the second reason, he is a mentor, of course, even if Davy JNr does not accept. Maybe according to Davy JNr, somebody who is a mentor is supposed to be perfect. And he's supposed to have money. And he doesn't see this in this guy. But the reality is that even our teachers those times, some of them used to be drunkards. But we never disrespected them or considered that they are not teachers just because they drink. And so I'm surprised when Davy JNr considers that maybe this teacher cannot be a teacher just because he drinks. Of course, I don't appreciate the fact that he does, and especially moving around with the wife and drinking, and yet they have 3 kids. But sometimes what leads to this is the environment itself and maybe your situation. Okay? So how I wish he would actually just consider to advise maybe this guy in a better way. And as well, if he has sponsors, don't we have sponsors on Davy JNr's side who like or embrace advanced education? Because what I know, in developed nations, a teacher is not just a teacher. You are supposed to progress, add your degrees until you get to the highest level. That's what I've seen. When I'm doing academic writing, I've dealt with teachers in ECD who are advancing, in high school who are advancing. So I believe if the donors or rather sponsors on Davy JNr's side are actually into supporting education, they would be so willing to support this guy only if Davy JNr says something about it. But then he himself is not even willing to have him acquire education. So how can they even support? Okay? So we have 40 minutes here. Let me just pick something and continue. Maybe meanwhile be listening to this, so that you can get the part of disrespect here.
Old girl, but she looks like 40. Because of liquor, you see? Naona kanataka kukunguka goti sana. Lakini ni mtoto mdogo. Ni ukweli. This is 23-year-old, but she looks very, very old because of liquor. Say no to liquor.
No to liquor.
These people are very, very funny. So these want to go to school. This one wants to go to school. Unataka kwenda shule wewe?
Yeah, kweli.
Shule gani?
University, I feel that I should study in a degree program.
Degree program. That money
I
just used to start a business. Badini ya kupeleka hiyo pesa huko, so ufanye biashara.
feel that I should fail in education. That's my wish. That's my wish.
Huyu anasema anataka aende shuleni akasome.
Ongeze degree.
Ongeze degree.
Hiyo degree mbona itakusaidia?
Nitasoma.
Yeah, this one, it's just
Nitasoma. That's my feeling.
So what did you come to do here?
Tulikuja na yule bodaboda.
To do what?
We came here, wanted to get a change. I pay the bodaboda rider.
You pay? What's the meaning of pay? You pay?
To pay the bodaboda rider.
Yeah?
Easy money, and then get back home. Yeah.
Okay, you pay the boda.
Yeah,
it was nice seeing you right now. You pay?
I feel happy. When I see you around, I feel happy.
People are something. Look at this is a teacher guy. I know he's very, very sad. Very, very sad. That one is a teacher.
Esta es la oración que Satanás más odia. Muy pocas personas la conocen, pero existe una oración cuyo poder transforma completamente la vida de quien lo descubre. Y vengo en nombre de Jesús para entregarte, gratuitamente, esta oración única que fue preservada durante siglos y ahora llega hasta ti. Solo necesitas escucharla durante unos minutos, cada mañana, para abrir tu corazón a las bendiciones y cuidados divinos. Esto ya se ha vendido por millones y ha sido disputado desesperadamente para tener acceso exclusivo a esta oración. Incluso a los hombres más ricos del mundo se les prohibió comprarla. Pero para quien está viendo este video, no es una coincidencia. Esto significa que Dios quiere que este mensaje llegue a través de la vida del Padre Fernando Lisboa, quien en cualquier momento estará en vivo revelando esta oración. Solo tienes que hacer clic en el botón ver ahora abajo para ver si todavía está disponible. Imagina tener hoy mismo en casa la oración de San Antonio, que durante siglos estuvo guardada en los archivos secretos de una antigua organización religiosa que empieza con un B. junto con la receta del agua milagrosa, preparada según enseñanzas milenarias de los cardenales, con ingredientes simples que todos tenemos en nuestra cocina. Esta oración ya ha sido responsable de cambios extraordinarios en Israel. Después de horas de reunión con el Papa, logré acceder a esta oración, que puede traer más equilibrio físico y espiritual, además de atraer prosperidad y abundancia en poco tiempo. Este mensaje es solo para quienes creen en Dios, y lo mejor es que se está entregando gratis. Accede ahora a esta oración sagrada de San Antonio que dura solo unos minutos. No te pierdas la transmisión en vivo, corta y rápida, de oración, y recibe las bendiciones que deseas. Clic en ver ahora, y compruebe si está disponible.
Nawaambia yule ni mwalimu, si ni ukweli? Primary, Hispania primary. I really sympathize with the kids. Na wewe tu huko